we've added some new verbiage here in the partner portal, right, for white label SEO. Not a lot of stuff, but just to give you guys a little bit of an idea, it's right here, Power of SEO. We also added 13 new SEO packages that replaced the other packages that we had. And the reason why we did add these 13 new packages, because times change, obviously, right? Technology changes, the world changes, strategies need to change, Google search engines change. So we have to always be at the cutting edge of technology and always one step ahead. So inside of the partner portal, it'll now say white label AI SEO. You'll see, learn more about our SEO packages here, and you'll see SEO resources here. All right. In the store section, we have also created some new packages, and I will show you guys here, or added them, not created, added them, right? So that way you guys will have an idea where they're located. As you can see, they're right here, and you'll always see the what's included button, which will have all of the deliverables explained in detail. Okay, so these are every single package that you see here, from basic, advanced, AI silver, AI gold, AI enterprise, tier 1 all the way to tier 9, all brand new packages. And again, the what's included is there. If you go to resources, you can find these packages real straightforward. You can type in SEO. What we've done is we've also explained the difference between the regular SEO, right, and the enterprise SEO, right? Like what the differences are. And we have Dan on a call, and I'm going to bring him in a minute. He's the head of our SEO department, and he'll explain to you guys AI, the cutting edge power of AI. And he's also going to explain to you the difference between, the SEO packages. They're all awesome, but the difference between the SEO and the SEO enterprise, right? So then that way you guys will understand a little bit better. But anyways, going back to what I was saying, here all the deliverables are here, and then you'll have an idea what's included. So then that way you guys can copy and paste this, or we've created some Excel spreadsheets for you guys. So let me show you where they're located. So what I'm doing is just kind of taking you on a tour of all the new stuff, right? So let's go back to SEO. So basically, this is new up here. This section is new. All these packages are new. What we've done to make it really easy for all of you is that we added all the packages here. The regular SEO package, the enterprise package, and the SEO advanced enterprise packages, downloadable Excel spreadsheets where you can share that with your actual clients, which is pretty cool. You can add your own pricing on it. You can do whatever you want to, but it's all downloadable. Okay, so that's all brand new. We've also added a bunch of case studies, 10 case studies, brand new ones. So definitely download all of these case studies that you could use for your sales, which is pretty cool. So a lot of great resources there. We also created some AI SEO enterprise presentations and AI SEO workflows, right? How it can help businesses, great PowerPoints. Everything that we have provided you is fully editable, which is awesome. We also added in this section right here a definition of AI SEO and the deliverables, right? So if a client asks you, let's just say, let me bring up here just so you have an idea of what we've done. Let me just bring up one of these packages here. Okay, so inside of our packages, right, you'll see all these deliverables. Right? You'll have all, everything that's going to be done on these SEO campaigns on a monthly basis. Keywords that we're targeting. What else? All the services that we're going to offer, the backlinks that we're creating per month for each one of these campaigns. At the bottom of these articles, you'll see the definitions, right, of all of these deliverables here. So if a client asks you what it all means, it's all right here. So that way you guys have the definitions and you're not stuck. And also, it's an education. what we've done is just implemented a whole new strategy, like I said earlier, for those of you that came in late. When you ask us for a strategy for a client, let's say you have their budget, or if you don't have their budget and you're looking for a strategy for that business, we have all new proposals and analysis that we're doing, all this new technology that we're bringing to the table that really explains everything that we're going to do, all the issues that the clients have. It's very thorough. It's really detailed. Just a lot of great stuff. I'm really excited about everything that we've done here, right? I mean, we've added so much for all of you. And like I said, the name of the game here is really all about doing more, getting a better result for your clients, okay? So I'm going to introduce you to Dan. He's the head of our SEO department. And let me unmute him. And if you guys have any questions at all, you could also raise your hand and we can unmute you if you'd like to ask Dan. He's been around a very long time. He's been with Rocket Driver for a while now. And the beautiful thing is that it's all about bringing in new technologies, new strategies. And Dan, I'll let you take it over.
Hello, everyone. So my name is Dan, and I mostly handle the research and development and to upgrade SEOs into the newer technology right here at Rocket Driver. But before we begin, let us first understand why AI-driven SEO is actually required in today's era. So the first thing is that semantic engineering is the all-new SEO. So the thing is, let me explain this. The first thing is that Google updates more than 5,000 algorithms in a single year. And this has been officially confirmed by SE Ranking, Search Engine Journal, and also from Moz itself. Now, the thing is, if Google updates 5,000 algorithms in a single year, that is near about 16 algorithms almost in a single day. Now, this is very shocking because being in the field of SEO, it is very complex for people like us to always work on like making sure that nothing drops or remain proactive or to fight against the algorithms and so on. Now this is the very first reason why it becomes very much important to fight against the algorithm in a more systematic way so that one can well understand how Google works, what is the technology behind your ranking parameters, and most importantly, how Google leverage on AI for helping websites to rank and to make significant progresses. Now, this is why Google have introduced semantics. Now, semantics is the branch of AI that deals into multiple things. Some of the common things are to understand the intent of the user, what your audience is seeking for. Secondly, to understand on the behavioral pattern, to understand more into what type of users and audiences you are targeting and how you can control the targeting and how well you can stay ahead of the race and how well you can deliver the best when it comes to one click solution, because Google definitely looks for the one stop solution, which means that if any user searches for a query, then Google would really give the benefit to a certain website which fulfills every single criteria in just one go. I mean to say, having a better click-through rate, CTR, having a better conversion value, having having a better, you can say like a better bounce rate, having like satisfying the intent of the user. So having all these things satisfied, now it really becomes quite challenging to play with all of this semantics and to understand how mathematically we would be dealing with all of these things. So this is where Google have introduced lots of AI-driven parameters such as rank brain, which was actually introduced back in 2016, but later it got upgraded to Smith algorithm, then BERT, then MUM, then Lambda. So the thing is that Google is continuously upgrading their AI-driven mechanisms to well understand how websites are producing contents, how websites are making progresses in terms of the on page, the technical areas, and most importantly, how you are satisfying the intent of your customer in a well-driven way. Now, having said all of this point, we at Rocket Driver have worked, like since the last 3 to 4 years, we have developed several parameters, several algorithms. Few of the algorithms we have even our own, you can say our own methodologies, but more or less the main thing is that we have our own sophisticated approaches by which not only we can remain 3 steps ahead of the competition, but the most important thing is that we can now well understand what is the level of the intent satisfaction that you can provide to the end user. So let me describe the entire thing by a small example. Suppose suppose Tom is optimizing his website Rocket Driver, maybe for a particular keyword. The keyword can be advanced SEO, and maybe he have written a well piece of content worth like few thousand words maybe. Now suppose like one of us on the meeting represents another company XYZ, and we have developed another piece of content which also wants to rank for advanced SEO, and it has its own piece of content. Now the thing is, if you really want your piece of content to rank well, you need to really have a better similarity score against all of your competitors, a better relevancy score against all of your competitors, and much more. So there are a total number of more than I think 400 plus signals and factors that actually determines how well your piece of content would actually rank in Google. Backlinks on page, those things are very much basic. Yes, those things are important, but this is not enough because in standing in 2023, SEO have become more complex because as per Statista, near about 256 websites are getting live every single seconds, and this is just a statistic from United States alone. Now if you speak about the entire planet, you can imagine how much the competition is. So it's really challenging for Google to understand who is having the best of everything. So the thing is, we use a set of algorithms to understand the exact similarity values, the semantic score, the relevancy parameters, and there are even much more algorithms. And we run machine learning algorithms using a lot of identifications, a lot of data, and we arrive at a conclusion that, okay, these are the changes that needs to be done on a particular campaign in terms of content. These are the changes that needs to be done for the on pages. These are the changes that needs to be done for the technical areas and much more, and even beyond, such as the architectural, internal linkings, pillar page strategies, FAQ, schema markups, and much more. So utilizing the AI driven way, we can really grab some essential data that is very much important for us to actually help Google to understand, or I would rather say to reverse engineer the matter of fact that Google can now well understand, okay, this is the piece of content which is actually satisfying all of my criteria, and bang on, I'll give this piece of content the page one ranking. And this is why AI driven approach is very important in 2023 and beyond, because just like I said, that the number of websites coming online is increasing every day by day. And with that being said, like the thing is that it's quite obvious, like everyone produces content. So that's something which is not unusual. Everyone produces contents, everyone does on pages, everyone does backlinks, everyone literally takes care of their like low hanging fruits in terms of SEO. But the thing is that these things are really not enough, because if you really want to stand against the toughest competition or the changing environment in terms of the algorithms, or even the new competition that is rising every single seconds, then this is high time that people should shift their strategies towards the semantic universe, because semantics is the latest futuristic SEO that deals in solving three problems. First thing, to leverage audiences based on their intent, where the intent would be satisfied, where they would be seeing more relevancy, Google would reward them. So this is the very first point. The second point is, uh, like everything is not important in SEO. Probably if anyone, one of your customers come and say, hey, why we're seeing a bad score in SEMrush or why this is not fixed. The thing is that SEOs can have hundreds of parameters in on pages or technicals, but thing is that everything is not important. Rather, it is very much important to focus on the very minimalistic things that is important. And this is why we need machine learning to understand what are those areas by which you can save time, effort, and only work based on what is actually required. And the third and most significant parameter is to connect well with the audience. So uh, gone are the days where people just used to focus on keyword densities, keyword planners, or Google trend lines. Even though those still they might make few relevance, but still it's all about how much you are trying to give your best in effort against or towards your end customers, how much you are fulfilling the entire customer journey mapping. So the customer journey mapping, right from triggering your intention or awareness all the way to the loyalty, this entire pipeline is what is very important on today's SEO world. And this is why having your strategies upgraded to the AI driven approach can not only make your agency look better in the eyes of your clients, because definitely your clients should see something quite you can say quite energetic, like like this is something I think every one of us can agree with. Like if a client if a client sees the same usual things with every single agencies in the planet, there might be a point where they can get saturated that come on, every single S agencies is doing the same thing. But the thing is that if your client sees that no, this is the technology which is missing, and this is something we are finding this very unique, and this is something we never even heard of, but they are totally aligned with Google's terms of services. We are surely willing to move ahead with that. So this is something that can greatly provide a unique selling proposition against your customers. Secondly, this can provide 3x more return on investment in terms of the KPIs, such as organic traffic, the entire pipeline, such as how much leads are getting fulfilled, or the conversion ratios that can be measured from GA4, or even the keyword rankings as well. And last but not the least, um, just getting the ranking and the traffic is not enough, as every one of us know. like like a client can retain with any of the agencies for lifelong, as long as they are getting the revenues generated, and revenues only will be generated only if the conversions are fulfilled. And conversion rate optimization is the next big thing, because just getting into the ranking or getting the organic traffic is like that would no longer mean anything for everyone, because ultimately if you get the traffic, then you also need to convert that traffic to a paying customer. And these three are the essential areas why I believe that AI driven SEO should be the next big thing in the market. And this can not only provide a great amount of transparency and accountability across the campaign, but moreover, I personally believe that this can increase the curiosity uh, against the all the customers, and this can also satisfy their curiosity as well, that okay, this guys are doing something we haven't seen of, and like the technology is very competitive enough, and trust me, everyone loves to invest on new technology, and this is the next big thing. And I think if we start from today onwards, this can be the next big parameters which can really make not only a great amount of retention rate, but also you can say like more chances of upselling, or even there would be like the clients would be much more happy. They can give more referrals, and all the businesses can grow strongly together. So this is the main brief, all about the AI driven SEO approach in the most basic way that I can explain.
Yeah, that's great explanation there. Some things obviously all of you might not understand, and that's the reason why we have, we've created these case studies, we created these presentations for you, we've created the definitions. We talked here, he was talking about semantic engineering. We have it here. One more thing that I would like you to address, Dan, if you don't mind, the difference between the regular SEO and having enterprise?
Yeah. So Tom, the first, and I think I can just summarize this in a four steps process. The first thing is that this definitely comes to a point of dedicated resources. Now, now, all of you might be wondering, what is the point of dedicated resources? We are getting all of our tasks fulfilled, or nevertheless, every tasks are being done in a right time frame. So, what is the point of a dedicated resource? So the point here is that a dedicated resource is very important for a long-term success of a campaign, and like precisely something which you literally want to expand beyond the horizon. Now, just to make it clear, I'm just giving a small example. So for a regular SEO packages, yes, this is true. We will get all the things covered as per the to-do list or the task list. That is fine, which you can be rest assured of. But the thing is that we have a small restriction on the number of hours that the wider team can spend on that particular campaign, which means that we will fulfill the criteria of the tasks, but still somewhere, still there is a very minimalistic gap where the team is not working dedicatedly. Now, think this way: suppose there is a team that works day and night, or almost 40 hours in a week for a single campaign. So the benefit of this is that that resource can really take care of the campaign on a very macroscopic level, because the industry is changing and so as the competitors as well. Suppose you have a competitor A and B, and suppose on any one day, competitor A and B changes their strategies, and if you're using a dedicated resource, your resources can spot the changed strategy spontaneously, maybe in next few hours, or maybe in the next 24 hours, and based on that, they would not restrict themselves in just following the to-do list. Rather, they would go and work beyond what is mentioned on the to-do parameters, and they would do whatever it takes to get themselves ahead of the competition. So working for the sake of winning the deliverables versus working towards like ripping through off and getting an edge over the competition are two separate things. And I think this is where the enterprise level package gives more added advantages. That is the very first point, I must say. The second important point is that the level of the technologies that are being used. So definitely semantic engineering is, even though the technology is great, but the thing is that machine learning and artificial intelligence uses a lot of data sources, and running through these data sources, the learning period, the you can say the false positives, the true false positives, and gathering all of these data in a systematic way really takes a lot of time. Yeah, this might sound funny that AI takes a bit time consuming, but the thing is that playing with the data and statistics is the main basic onset for any AI driven approach. And playing with all of the data can really take a lot of time. And this is where the level of technology really enhances, because with the enterprise package, we probably use more than, I lost the count, I think more than 500 plus algorithms, and even more every single week. It's even more and more for the benefit of the of any particular campaign. Whereas for any normal standard packages, we just do what is ready made, because definitely we need to follow the time foundations, and definitely we need to provide some results after all. And the third and the most beautiful part is that with the enterprise approach, we really see no boundaries at all. And I think this is something, even Tom, I think I just explained that SEO should not be only limited to ranking or keyword exposure or traffic. I know the universe looks this way, but this should not be how SEO work, because uh, what's the point if you're ranking on first page and you're getting zero sales? What's the point if you're getting maybe tens of thousands of traffic and you're getting zero sales? What's the point if you're having 60 plus domain authority and you're having zero sales? It does not make any sense. So I think it all comes down to a return on investment. And like I have traveled a lot, like I have seen in numerous SEO campaigns all across the planet. But one thing I can tell you is that 99% of the agencies, their work ends once any keyword is ranked on the first page. But the thing is that this is the harsh reality of the SEO, that this should not be worked like this way, because if your ranking in first page does not literally mean anything unless you do have some paying customers or recurring revenues or a proper sales flow. And these are the exact thing what we take care in the enterprise level. Definitely, we take care of the keywords and traffic. Those are pretty standard. That's fine. But what's beyond that? So we exactly do a bunch of A/B testing. We do variety of advanced backlinkings. We do various conversion rate optimizations, such as understanding the heat maps, the user behavior, the cohort analysis, and much more. And we utilize every single thing in a single frame and make sure that not only the client have the right framework in terms of ranking, but also they have a right framework in terms of sales. And trust me, in Rocket Driver, I have seen one thing, that if you really take care of your agency or the clients of the agencies, uh, in satisfying them in terms of their return on investment, then they will retain to you for a longer period of time. 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, doesn't matter, because and this is quite obvious. For example, you worked on a maybe on a $4,000 campaign, and you get the client ranked one across majority of his or her keywords, but after 8 months, the client earns nothing out of that. So the client would simply say, hey, pause the work. I know things went good, but unfortunately we are not making revenue, so it's a hard full stop. But what if we not only take care of the ranking, but also take care of their conversion rates, where every single month we can prove that, okay, this is the percentage of the leads conversions that have improved. And if this is satisfied, that client will be yours for lifelong. 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, doesn't matter. And this is the long-term business. This is the long-term game. And this is the ultimate fruitful funnel that any single online marketer can dream of. And last but not the least, I can just say that with the enterprise package, things become more proactive, super proactive. I can just name this, even though Rocket Driver is proactive, because we do not believe in reactivity. That is something, the old cookie cutting strategy, the bread and butter policy. So we are strictly against those. But still, there is a point where being super active is more important than proactive. And one of the real life example I can give you is of the changing algorithms, because Google is freaking changing its algorithm every single moment. In fact, by the time I'm speaking, it might have changed two algorithms. Who knows? But with a standard SEO package, it is impossible to do, because the team will not even bother to understand what the algorithm is, because they just have limited time in their hands and they just want to rank. That's it. But with enterprise, people who have more time, more number of resources, more dedicated resources, more spontaneous response, more research and development, and this is where we remain one step ahead of the competition in every single way possible. And I think this is the best by far example of why an enterprise can really make your brand the next big thing in the marketplace. That's it, Tom.
We will separate you from every other agency that's out there. You will be 10 steps ahead of anyone. No one will come close to you in terms of the services that we offer, the technologies that we have, and especially now with the SEO, which is one of the integral parts of a business's online presence, right? The modern consumer journey, right? The core foundational ingredients to that business's online presence. We really have armed all of you with some serious ammunition now, where not only can you help yourselves, you can help your clients out, and that's really what it's all about. And it's longevity, like what Dan has spoken about. We're not here to do SEO, and in 7-8 months, the client comes back and says, you know what, I'd like to cancel because I didn't get anything out of it. It's all about return on investment, right? And that's how we operate. Yeah,
And one more thing, Tom, I would like to state here
sure.
is that with the enterprise packages, another big thing is that enterprise packages do comes with weekly reporting, and unlike the monthly reportings. Definitely, this does have the monthly reporting as well, but yes, which is quite obvious. But it also comes with set of weekly reportings every single week. Now, this is one of the most funniest part because like working in the SEOs, people thinks, okay, we started after a month, this have happened, another month, this have happened, and this continues. But the thing is, every single week, if you can satisfy your client with an apple versus apple progression, growth curve, a growth curve, then that's it. That is the main, this is where you gain most of the credibility or the transparency. If your client says, okay, I can easily see, I can easily see how the progresses are made every single week. I can easily visualize things are moving in the right direction. I can easily see the transparency that is behind the work. And most importantly, we can easily see the you can say like we can easily see the level of confidence that this agency provides in terms of the work, because every single week these guys are giving us updates weekly wise, and this is where things becomes more interesting because come on, everyone would love to have a weekly growth curve, because if people think that they are making progress weekly, then as per psychology, they will think that things will go for a longer run. And if you speak about business, I think this is even like just to expand on what Tom said, I think this is where business gets more exciting, because normally with a standard package, the shelf life of any customer is maybe 1 year, 1.5 years, sometimes can be also 8 months, because you never know what the client really wants. But with an enterprise, it has been proven that a customer stays for a minimum period of more than 4 to 5 years, and even beyond. There is no full stop, because and this is where the main business lies, because as long as the client continues paying the agency, that agency will become profitable, and this is what will really pay off in the long run. That's it, Tom. A very simple mathematics. That's it.
Perfect, perfect. Awesome. Again, thank you so much, Dan, for your help. I really appreciate your time. Um, Everyone have a great weekend, and I'll talk to all of you soon. Thank you so much for attending. Bye bye now.